Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss about the ocular formulations in novel drug delivery system. Basically, ocular insert we will discuss. So let's see what is ocular insert. It's defined as a sterile, thin, multi-layer drug impingement, solid or semi-solid consistency device placed into the Kurl-D sac or conjunctival sacs. Sight and shapes are specially designed for ophthalmic applications. They are composed of polymeric support that may or may not contain the drug. So, it should be sterile. That means any kind of drugs which are meant to be used in ocular systems or meant to be used in eye, obviously the solution should be sterile in nature, and then it should be thin, as because it seems like a device, it should be thin. As because আমাদের যখন চোখের মধ্যে কিছুটা একটা ইনসার্ট করা হয়, it is a sensitive organs, you know, eye is a sensitive organ, that's why it should be thin. If it would be the thick in nature, it may be irritating in your eye or something irritating, some uncomfortable feelings. It should be some uncomfortable feelings in your eye. So, it should be thin, and it's multi-layered as because the drugs inserted in between layers, that's why it's multi-layered. Okay, and the size and shapes of the insert in the size, its shape and size should be specially designed that it should be properly inserted into your eyes or ophthalmic cavities, and by made of polymeric materials which may support or holds the entire drug content. And this ocular insert also offered a potential advantage of improving the patient compliances by reducing the dose frequency. You know, when we use a control rate or control limiting drug contents, it may reduce the dose frequency, or it may increase the patient compliances through this reduce the dose frequency. Basically, the main component, that is polymeric materials which are used in the ocular systems or this ocular insert, they release the drugs whereby the help of tears. The tears may be permeable into the ocular insert, and it may dissolve the drugs. Slowly, the drugs release into the posterior and anterior cavity of the eye. So, by this manners, they can control the release or dose frequency of drug. So, let us see the ideal characteristics of ocular inserts. So, first of all, it should maintain the sterility. Obviously, those preparations which are meant to be used in ocular insert or meant to be used in eye, it should be sterile. Okay. Next, that second one, that is, it should maintain the comfort. Obviously, it is a eye itself as a sensitive organs, so it should maintain the comfort of eye. Next, that is, not interferes with the visions and oxygen permeability. Oxygen is very much needed for our cornea. So, it should be concerns about that. It should not interfere with the oxygen permeability, also with the vision. When a patient feel uncomfortable with visions, it should not be patient compliances. So, remain it, that is, it should not interfere with the visions and oxygen permeability. Next, that is lack of explosion and also easy to insertions. It should be easy to insert into our eye. Next, should be stable, and the drugs or the preparation should be stable. And the last one, productivity of release kinetic. So, that means release kinetics means part of what rate during its releasing out of the device, at what each time point what rate is follows, so that the rate should be same. It should not be vary from productive times and from time to time. So what was the rate at the beginning? It should be same in this same times or till the end. Mainly the controlling rate should be remain same at the entire period or entire life periods of drug. Let's see the classification of ocular inserts. Basically it's classifies into two classes, that is non-erodible or insoluble insert and the erodables or soluble inserts. In non-erodables or insoluble insert, there is another two types, that is reservoir types and the osmotic insert. In reservoir types, as example, reservoir types and matrix types. So in reservoir types there are another two types, that is the diffusional insert, example of this, that is Ocasert, and the osmotic insert. Okay, and in the matrix types there is the example, that is contact lenses. So let's begin with Ocusets. It is non-erodible types or insoluble types of ocular insert. So let's see. First of all, it is a flat, flexible, elliptical devices. So basically Ocuset are the new drug delivery systems which are designed in such a way that they release the drug at a predetermined and predictable rates, thus eliminating the frequent administration of the drugs. So basically we can say a truly continuous controlled release and zero order kinetics patients was achieved using the cohesions for hydrophilic drugs. And the proper example of this kind of drugs or this kind of dosage forms is pilocarpine Ocusets. Firstly, it was made by Alza Corporations of California. So Ocuset is a non-erodible type, but when we see the erodible types, once we insert it into the eye cavity, it will slowly erode and it will release the drug, whereas polymeric material will not erode within the eye, whereas it will be release the tract, but the polymeric material will not be erodible. So they are under the non-erodible systems. So basically the difference between the erodible and non-erodables, the erodible preparation or erodible or insoluble insert are insert into the eye cavity and it will slowly erode and it will release the drugs, whereas polymeric materials, when we insert the when in case of basically what happened, in case of non-erodables, it should not or it would not be erode, okay, but in case of erodables it should be erode into the eye. Okay, let's see the structural modification or contents of pilocarpine Ocuset. So as you can see in this picture, there is a part or layers into this preparations or pilocarpine Ocusets. First of all, it contains 4 layers, and the bottom and top layers contains with a transparent rate controlling matrix, and the middle portions of this layer is contains with drugs, and drugs is contained or encapsulated within the polymer matrix. And between this two transparent rate controlling matrix, there is a titanium dioxide ring which is placed upside of a bottom layer of transparent membrane. So basically in these types of pilocarpine Ocuset, they contains a alginate coats in a gel form within the matrix or polymer matrix. It's sandwiched between the two transparent rate controlling ethylene vinyl acetate copolymer membrane. So this transparent membranes is composed with rate controlling ethylene vinyl acetate copolymer membrane. and one titanium dioxide's rings or titanium dioxide layers and closed the drug's reservoirs circumstance. So basically what happened in these layers, the microsporous membrane, the transparent membranes which are microporous in nature permit the tears to penetrate into the drug reservoir compartment to dissolve the drugs from the complex. Basically what happened in this case of microporous or transparent membrane, through this microporous or transparent membrane, the tears contents of the eye are permit or can penetrate, that means the tear contents যে মেমব্রেনটা রয়েছে মেমব্রেনকে পাস করতে পারে। আফটার পাসিং ইনটু দিস মাইক্রোপোরাস মেমব্রেনস ইটস রিচ ইনটু দ্য ড্রাগ কন্টেন্টসের যেটা ছিল পলিমার ম্যাট্রিক্সের মধ্যে ড্রাগের যে কন্টেন্টটা ছিল সেই কন্টেন্টের কন্ট্যাক্টে আসে এই টিয়ার্স, এবং টিয়ার্সটা কী করছে, দোজ টিয়ার্স ক্যান ডিজলভ দ্য ড্রাগ ম্যাটেরিয়ালসকে ডিজলভ করছে অ্যান্ড দোজ ড্রাগ ম্যাটেরিয়ালস those drug materials also can penetrate this microporous membranes and it open out or drain out into the systemic circulations or into our eye cavity. So basically what happens, tears when penetrate through the transparent membranes, it enters into the system, it solubilizes the drug and the drug again penetrate the membrane and it release into the cold D sacs or cavity. So this device is most popular among the young patients as compared to the elder populations who have difficulties in insertion, do not retain device well and often do not notice it in a fallout. বেসিক্যালি এইরকম ডিভাইস ইয়াঙ্গার যে সমস্ত পেশেন্ট রয়েছে তাদের ক্ষেত্রে বেশি অ্যাকসেপ্টেবল দেখা গিয়েছে, অ্যাজ বিকজ কি এল্ডার পেশেন্টের একটা ফিয়ার থাকে যে সামথিং ইনসার্টেড ইন্টু হিজ অর হার আই। ওকে, it is more acceptable in case of a younger patient than elder. In this types of device or in this type of doses, higher release rate achieved by making its rate controlling membrane thinner or by using off-flux enhancer depathelate. So we can achieve the higher release rate of this kind of dosage form by making its rate controlling membrane thinner. Rate controlling যে মেমব্রেনটা রয়েছে তাকে যদি আমরা থিন করি তাহলে আমরা the higher release রেটটা পেতে পারি, or by using off-flux enhancers depathelate যদি আমরা ইউজ করি তাহলে এই রিলিজ রেটটাকে আমরা এনহ্যান্স করতে পারি, বাড়িয়ে দিতে পারি, তাহলে ইফেক্টিভনেসটাও সাথে সাথে আমাদের বেড়ে যাচ্ছে। The most popular Ocosets are available in the market. মার্কেটে যে সমস্ত পপুলার Ocoset পাওয়া যায়, that is the Ocoset Pilo 2. It contains with pilocarpine, that's why it's named as Pilo 20, and the Ocoset Pilo 40. 40 is a dose contain, that's indicate 40, 20, it varies. And the main component of these drugs is called pilocarpine, that's why it's named as Pilo. Ocosets is a dosage forms and Pilo is a dose contained drugs and 20 is a dose amount. Okay, so what are the clinical significance of this kind of drugs or this kind of dosage forms? So let's see the clinical significance of pilocarpine or Ocoset Pilo 20 or 40. Release of drugs can effectively control the increased intraocular pressures in glaucoma. In case of glaucoma, there is a condition of increasing the intraocular pressure, so it can control the increasing of intraocular pressures in case of glaucoma or glaucoma patients with the minor incidence of side effects such as miosis, myopia, etc. So every drug has their side effect, so it is a minor side effect, so we can ignore that. So let's see what are the advantage of this kind of dosage form. First of all, it increase the ocular resistance times, hence a prolonged drug activity and their higher viability with respect to standard vehicle. Basically, long residence times helps in reducing the frequency and the slow and constant release rate may reduce the side effect and which increase the therapeutic activity. যখন আমরা দেখব যে আমরা লং পিরিয়ড অফ টাইম ধরে স্লোলি ড্রাগটা রিলিজ করছে, তখন আমরা সাইড এফেক্টটাকে ডিক্রিজ করে দিতে পারবো এবং থেরাপিউটিক যে এফিকেসি, থেরাপিউটিক যে অ্যাক্টিভিটি ড্রাগে সেটাকে ইনক্রিজ হতে দেখতে পারবো। So another advantage is possibility of releasing drug at a slow constant rate. It should be slow and it should be constant in rate. Okay, and next, that is accurate dosing contrary the eye drops that can be improperly instilled by a patient and are partially lost after administration. So each insert can made to contains a precise dose which is fully retained at administration site, and reduction of systemic absorptions which occurs freely with the eye drops the nasolacrimal duct and nasal mucosa. What happened in this case of reduction systemic absorptions? So basically the systemic, in case of systemic absorptions, drugs which are directly administered as a solution or semi-solid preparation can enter into the nasolacrimal duct and it can enter into the systemic circulation. In case of this kind of dosage form, such type of dosage forms can maintain the loss of the drug through the nasolacrimal duct. It is not happening in this case of in this case of dosage forms because it constant and slow released. So next advantage is point out it that is possibility of targeting internal ocular tissue through non-corneal routes. So it have a possibility to target some intraocular tissue through non-corneal routes. So including increasing the shelf life with respect of aqueous solution. So in case of this kind of preparation or this kind of dosage forms, it increase the shelf lives as respect of the aqueous solution. And next, that is exclusions of preservatives, thus reducing the risk of sensitive reaction. Beside those all advantages, let's see the disadvantages of OCUSARDs. So initial discomforts of the movement around the eye. First disadvantage of this OCUSARD, that is the discomfortness. So first time when we use something which should be inserted into our eye, so it must be feel discomfort. So this is a disadvantage of OCUSARD. যখন কোনো পেশেন্ট ফার্স্ট টাইম যদি ইউজ করে কোনো OCUSARD, কোনো একটা জিনিস যেটা আমাদের আইয়ের মধ্যে ইনসার্ট করতে হবে, নর্মালি সেই পেশেন্টটা একটা ডিসকমফোর্ট ফিল করবে। সো initial discomforts are the movement around the eye. Next, that is interference with the visions and difficult placement. If jodi kokhono এই প্লেসমেন্টটা যদি প্রপার না হয়, ডিফিকাল্ট প্লেসমেন্ট হয়ে যায়, তাহলে এটা ভিশনের পক্ষে একটা আনকমফর্ট ফিল হবে, ভিশনটা ক্লিয়ার হবে না। সো দিস ইজ অ্যান ডিসঅ্যাডভান্টেজ অফ দ্য OCUSARD। অ্যান্ড লাস্ট ওয়ান, দ্যাট ইজ occasional in advancement loss during the sleep or while rubbing the eye. যখন স্লিপ হবে আর রাবিং দ্য আই হবে, তখন একটা লস অফ ড্রাগস হতে পারে। ওকে, সো দ্যাটস এনাফ ফর টুডে। Hope you all understand that. So next day we will discuss about the another non-erodible ocular insert, that is lenses, contact lenses. So thank you for watching.